What's up, Table Talking fam? You already know who it is. I just want to talk to y'all for a minute because episode 3 is going to be a very interesting one. We're going to talk about toxic love. You know that love where it's you and this person and it's always something going on with y'all, always some bullshit. But when y'all together, it's like a bliss. It's like the world has stopped. That vibe is unparalleled. That feeling of vulnerability. You can relax and just be you. It's a different feel. But I believe it's counterproductive, counterintuitive when we try to work against that. Trying to be friends and you really don't want to be friends. You want to rock with each other exclusively or just explore different things with each other, but you can't. Maybe because mental, emotional, spiritual imbalance. Someone may be with someone else already. Like that's a tough sell when you love two people, or it's just not good timing. But what do? Do you really just force yourself to be friends? Because then now you're settling. And it's hard trying to navigate and coexist in this space where you're trying to be cool, you're trying to be cordial, but there's this energy that won't go away, this burning desire that won't cool off, this hunger for this person. And you already know what it is because when you get around each other, it's just different. It's like nothing else, none of that other bullshit ever happened. But stay tuned, we're gonna talk about it. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Oh shit, it's Table Talking with Ian Menifee. I am your host, yours truly. We're gonna talk about whatever, however, so just pull up a seat. Get comfortable at this table. Yeah. It's time to get down to business, baby. Table Talking with Ian Menifee.
What's up, baby? It is Table Talking with Ian Menifee, episode 3 called Toxic Love. So hopefully by now you have listened to Date Night Part 1, and then you also checked out the Toxic Love trailer. And before that, even for my 80s babies, I'm turning 40 or I'm 40. But we're going to get into toxic love. So what exactly is toxic love? Is toxic love a bad thing? Is toxic love a good thing? So I briefly touched on a few of those parameters in the trailer. But let me establish my personal thoughts and feelings about it. I truly feel that toxic love is not a bad thing. Toxic love is just what it is. I love you. You love me. It's clear. It's no denying that. But it hurts. We are in this space where it's either you sometimes, either it's me, or then it's both of us. We say, do, or react in a hurtful manner, or our feelings are hurt, or we're paranoid. The PTSD of things happening, and it's counterproductive to what we're trying to establish, what we're trying to do. You know? Or it's like y'all get into it and she fly off the handle. You know, fuck you, don't call me no more.
don't text me, or you be like, fuck off, you're blocked. But then you turn around, you unblock her, or you'll reach out. Same thing with her. She'll unblock you, or she'll text you and or call you after she swore that she wouldn't. That's toxic. But I know you care about me. You love me, and the answer to that lies when you two get around each other. How are you around each other? If there's this level of comfort, vulnerability, peace, affection, desire, sexual attraction, mental stimulation, like, yeah. So I think that is the true catalyst as to why toxic love is created. Because you may very well have two people that want each other, that could potentially do right by each other, but for numerous reasons can't or won't be in a space where it's just them two doing their vibe. And that could be for a litany of reasons. Like I said before, number one or both of you may just be in a relationship with someone else. And these old ties just won't go away. Or someone may have ruined it before it got a chance to blossom. Because we all we have to go through our own maturation process. We have to go through our own personal growth. And that plays a role in everything. But even just doubling back for a sec and just touching on, you know, the mere fact that you are with someone, but there's these lingering feelings and thoughts, like, because there's old questions like, can you truly love more than one person? Yes, you can. Not most people can do that, and it's not like a race where, oh, we have to do it or you should be able to. It's just what happens. You love who you love. That's it. But that's where self-awareness kicks in, as well as um, like the patience with yourself, and also respect and boundaries. And then you and then it's like you really don't want to move out here crazy. And then that starts with the clashing of the heart and mind and the lines of morality. But we'll get into that on another episode. But knowing the facts, then here comes, well, you know what? We could try to be friends. How often does that work when you have already had some kind of sexual um, experience with each other? Or fellas, you get around her and you're doing too much. You holding her hand, you rubbing her, you hugging her, you kissing on her. Like, you giving her that. Especially when it's not something that she's used to. Or, yeah, she may have other people entertaining her, but that ain't it. They not vibing with her like that. It's just different. So when you force each other to just be friends, that means you are suppressing how you really feel about them, what you really want from them. And if they don't text you back right away, feelings initiated. If they somewhere and they probably with other people, feelings initiated. Jealousy activated. Then now y'all start being weird, being different. Here comes the blocking, angry texts, being dismissive, and it's driving more of a wedge in between you. So it's like, we can't be friends. We're not going to be together. What the hell do we do? Do we give in? But just because you can doesn't mean you should. And that's what makes it so hard, right? Like, you know how you feel about this person. You know how they feel about you. And then even when y'all fall out, y'all always get back. But that wears on a person. Then you guys talk about whatever had happened. And then you try to do the clean slate. So it's like, but you always end up back to square one. So what do you really do? You have to be honest with yourself. First, you have to be honest with yourself. Like, okay, what the fuck is this? What's going on? What in the hell is this, right? And then ask yourself, why is it this way? And then culminate that thought process like, well, what am I going to do? So it's like, you could say, hey, T, you know what? Bottom line is, I love you. I know I do. I know when I get around you, what my energy is, I can't stop that. So how can I be your friend when I do not so friend stuff? Because that's playing a deadly game. And that's not a line that people need to tread on. Just like Shorty could say, hey, Sean, like, I know you don't like that bullshit we go through. I know I've been immature, or I know you got other things going on with someone else, but can I see you? Like, that statement right there, can I see you? Can I, do you miss me? I miss you. Like, all of that toxic. But again, how do you coexist in the space of peace when you're trying to accept things for what they are and not what you want them to be? You could cut each other off, but how long is that gonna last? Like, seriously, how long is that shit gonna last? Or you could try to force the friendship, but how long is that gonna last? There has to be a fine line of understanding. But it's up to them to figure that part out. But this toxic love is insane. Like, it's, whew, man, it's a doozy, baby. Like, it really is. Then y'all got the songs. You got the history. Like, all kind of stuff. But then when you feel some kind of way, you react. You know what the biggest sign of toxic love is? Y'all not together, but y'all act like y'all are. Y'all argue like you are. Every argument feels like a couple fight. If y'all end up messing around, it feels like makeup sex. And that's the emotions. That's the emotions. So we got to think about How can we navigate through that? Why does this love gotta be toxic? Can we turn that into a healthy love, a healthy space, a healthy environment, potentially a healthy friendship? Because even if we could be together or rock exclusively, we still have to have that foundation of of peace, love, understanding as well. That bond, friendship. So that's the other side of the spectrum when it comes to that. Let that just be a food for thought. Like this toxic love. Like you want the biggest example of toxic love, listen to the first verse of August Alsina, Kissing on My Tattoos. That's the perfect example. He told her when he be with other chicks, he be thinking about her, and when she be with other dudes, she be texting him back. And he praying after she get dropped off, she ain't getting broke off. But he don't want nobody but her kissing on his tattoos. But we better stop drinking before we mess around and someone gets hurt. So stop playing that game before someone does get hurt. Something unforgivable happens. It's bad enough words that are being said linger and cause pain and hurt. I mean, yeah, like that definitely hits home. But sometimes you got to do some soul searching, but self-awareness pays dividends. But just be open and honest in how you feel, and at least try to work through it, especially if you truly do care about that person. Otherwise, it makes no sense to keep going back and forth. At some point, you have to grow up and handle things maturely and properly. But those are my thoughts on toxic love. We may revisit this, but I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Until next time. Y'all know my stilo. Peace and blessings. Much love to you all. Thank you for taking the time out to come hang with me. Please stay safe, and until next time.